Hey everyone, welcome back. In this quick 10-minute tutorial, we're going to build a simple but very useful feature, a light dark mode toggle for your app. We'll be using Next.js 15 with the app router and shadcn-ui for UI components, plus Next themes for theme switching. By the end, you'll have a toggle that persists user choice, respects system settings, and looks polished. Let's dive. Alright, step 1. Create a new Next.js 15 project in your terminal. So npx create next app at latest my theme app, and we're gonna add ts and app to it because we want TypeScript and we also want app router. Okay, that's done. So let's go to our application and we have our code in here. Let's simply install everything that we need, which is shadcn-ui and then next themes and then I think we already have Tailwind, so let's just install shadcn and next themes. Shadcn-ui init command. Okay. Okay, that's done. Now let's just look at our current application and run it. Alright, great. Now let us go back and go to our application. Now let's create a components folder so that we can store all of our components in this folder. And what we're gonna create is our ThemeProvider.tsx file, and the purpose for this is to wrap all of our code into this theme provider so that we can just have this as global setting and it will affect all the child components inside of it. So, and also get the types from next themes, and let's call the theme provider as next themes provider. And let's create our function, which is called theme provider, and inside it is the children, and then the props, the rest of the props, and this is a theme provider props as its type, and then we're simply gonna return it, and even the props as well. We're going to spread it inside the next theme provider component, and this is the part where we are wrapping all the children, all the components, pages, files, subcomponents inside next theme provider. And I think that's wrong spelling. Sorry about that. And done, save it. Then we're gonna go to our app.layout, since this is the higher main index file. So this is where our whole Next.js application starts. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap everything inside our theme next themes provider component. So we're gonna copy that one, then wrap the children inside of it, and then we are going to import not from next themes but from our own component theme provider, which if you right click and go to the definition, it points to this newly created file that we have. Now let us just add a few props to it. The attribute is class. The default theme is system. Enable system as well, and disable transition on change. That's done. So suppress hydration warnings, we need to add that as well in our HTML element. So suppress hydration warning. This way it can help us avoid mismatch and warnings since theme is set client side. The props attribute class means the theme will add a class dark or light on the root. Default theme system means use the OS preference if no user's choice yet. So this helps us achieve the theme that we want. The logic is already in here. Let me click that one right there. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's continue and build our toggle component. So let's go to our components folder and create a mode-toggle.tsx file. In this file we're gonna mark it as client, use client, because it's a client component, it's not a server component. And then we're gonna import sun and moon icons from lucide-react, of course. Yes, we're gonna also and go to shadcn and let us install those buttons. Let's say button. Alright, that work. And next would be, yeah, we have it. Next is drop down menu. Let's say drop down menu. Let's go and double check the components. Drop down menu, okay, this one, and it's drop down dash menu, okay. Copy and paste, and let's look at the code. Alright, perfect. We have it, we have all of it. Okay, so now since that is already working fine, that is perfect. So the next thing to do is import those, and so what we're gonna do is import the button from our UI folder and import drop down menu, drop down menu trigger, content, and last one, drop down menu item. Save it, that works. And now we are going to use all those things. Let's wrap it in a parentheses. Drop down menu, open it, and then have the drop down menu trigger, and add a prop as child. Inside of it will be our button. Oh, sorry about that. Its variant would be outline. Its size will be icon, just icon. And then in here we're gonna add our sun and moon icons from lucide-react, which will have these stylings. So we're gonna do some Tailwind classes in here, which is first of all is the height, and we want it to be specifically 1.2 rem. The width would be the same, 1.2 rem. Rotate 0, scale 100, and transition it for it to be pretty. Add some dark aspect of it as well if the theme is dark. So these are the specific classes that we want. And so close it out. Then do the same thing for moon with a little bit of change. This time we are going to rotate it 90 degrees because it's the inverse of the sun. So basically the same thing, it's just the scaling and the rotation is different, so it's inverted. So each of those are going to react based on the theme of the user choice or system provided. And then we're gonna add some text beside it. Let's use the span element. I'm gonna have it as SR only, so it's clear, which is toggle theme. And that is our drop down menu trigger. Now we're gonna do our drop down menu content, and we're gonna align it to the end. Then our drop down menu item. This way we're gonna add a event listener to it. On click, there's going to be a change with it, which is the theme. So these menu items will trigger and update our theme, and the theme will then affect, based on what we saw earlier, the whole component, the whole page. So drop down menu item, let's just copy paste. Let's do three things, which is light, dark, and and system. So three options. And then since our useTheme is missing, we're gonna import it from our useTheme hook. And perfect, that's it, done. I actually don't need that. And so next thing is to show this mode toggle component. Let's use it. Let's go back, refresh our page. It's not working. Let's start it again. Clear the terminal and run npm run dev. Refresh the page, and right there. So we see it, it's running. We're gonna remove everything in here, and let's simply go to our page, remove everything, and simply have this and call it, add some padding to it, and call our let's just import our mode toggle component, the one we just did, and add some h1 to it, 3XL text and bold font bold. Okay, so welcome to theme toggle demo. Alright, and okay, alright, so system, very nice. And let's theme. Okay, so alright, now if we're gonna change it to light and test the logic if it works. Yes, it does. The browser is system based, but the app is not. Now we're gonna do some dark settings. Very nice. Yeah, that works. Thanks guys for watching, and let's actually just wrap this up. And this is our Next.js app with shadcn and Next themes, the theme toggle demo. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.